In topic 8.3, we're discussing a type of pollutant called endocrine disruptors. And as the name implies, endocrine disruptors are chemicals that can lead to interfering with the natural process of the human or animal endocrine systems. And the interruption of normal endocrine function can lead to a whole host of health problems in organisms. It can lead to increased incidence of cancer, birth defects, developmental disorders, alterations in puberty, sexual development. And these endocrine disruptors have these impacts because the shape of these molecules often either mimics or blocks the natural processes of endocrine maintenance in organisms. And we can see, for example, we can see the hormone estrogen and the shape of that molecule here. And diphenyl is an endocrine disrupting chemical. And what you can see is that it mimics the shape of estrogen. And when you have these chemicals present in living things and they mimic the shape of these natural hormones, they can do one of two things. They can either mimic the action of the hormone. We see that here on the left-hand side. So we have a receptor molecule on a cell that typically binds to a hormone produced in an organism, and that causes some reaction within the cell. That's how hormones work. And some of these endocrine disrupting chemicals mimic the shape of the natural hormones and basically have the same impact. They trick cells into taking a certain action even though the hormone is not present in the blood. It's because this endocrine disrupting chemical is there mimicking the action of natural hormones. Another mechanism by which these endocrine disrupting chemicals affect organisms is by blocking the natural functioning of hormones. So in other situations, these EDCs, endocrine disrupting chemicals, can bind with receptor molecules and interfere with the action of the natural hormones. So without the exact proper bonding of the hormone and the receptor molecule, that pathway to impact the cell is basically turned off, disrupting homeostasis. And so these chemicals, these endocrine disruptors, many of them are anthropogenically made, synthetic chemicals used in industries as coolants and firefighting equipments and the production of plastics and non-stick surfaces. And some examples of these chemicals. So endocrine disruptors is a wide class of chemicals, and some examples of these endocrine disruptors that you may have heard of before, things like PCBs, polychlorinated biphenyls. These are chemicals, these were actually outlawed worldwide in 1977 because they had such intense effects on human health. These were once used as industrial lubricants and coolants. They're found in transformers, the electrical equipment you see at the top of telephone poles. But these are very, very toxic substances. DDT, the pesticide, is an example of an endocrine disruptor. Phthalates, which are found in toys, air fresheners, cosmetics. BPA, which is found in plastic water bottles. PFAS, found in firefighting foam and also a component of Teflon, the non-stick coating. These are all examples of endocrine disrupting chemicals that, as we have created these compounds and used them, we have increased the exposure of humans as well as other organisms to these wide variety of endocrine disrupting chemicals.